morning. My name is Julia Olivo, and I'm the captain of the group that will be presenting Act 4 of Macbeth. The group is composed of Ana Sofia Medina, Elena Comellas, Almudena Muñoz, and myself. We did a twist for our interpretation of Act 4 from Macbeth. We try to make it more modern and funny, but at the same time sticking to the essence of what Act 4 and, well, Macbeth as a whole is. So we really hope you enjoy, and yeah.
Hi. So, scene 1 of Act 4 begins with the three witches, and they're all together casting a spell over a cauldron. And this is where they speak the infamous line, "Double, double, toil and trouble, first burn and cauldron bubble." This is like one of the most famous lines in Macbeth, and I'm sure that if you say this, people are going to understand where it's from. So after they're almost done with their spell, Macbeth comes in and he's so mad and he starts insulting the witches, demanding that he wants to know what's going on and that he wants to know his future. So the three witches show him three apparitions. First apparition says that he has to beware of Macduff because he will harm Macbeth. The second apparition says that no man born from a woman can harm Macbeth. And the third apparition says that Macbeth will never be harmed until Birnam Wood marches to Dunsinane Hill. And after hearing this, Macbeth is super calm. He thinks, oh yeah, that's impossible. Like, there's no man that wasn't born from a woman, and a fourth can stand up and walk. So he was pretty calm. But yet he still asks if Banquo's sons will be the kings. And the witches, after kind of saying that they won't do it, show him another apparition which shows 8 kings and Banquo's spirits. So it was understood that it was Banquo's sons that will inherit the throne. And after seeing this, Macbeth gets really mad again and he wants to kill Macduff because he doesn't want to die. And so he conjures a plan that will lead to Macduff's death. And then comes scene 2.
I will be presenting Act 4, Scene 2. Let's go. So it starts with a conversation with Ross and Lady Macduff. Lady Macduff questions why her husband has fled the scene, and without explanation to anyone, Ross says that he must have had a good reason for him to flee because he's like wise and an honorable man. Lady Macduff says that he doesn't love them because why would he leave his family, and he lacks that natural instinct to protect his family. And again, Ross tells her to remember that he is an honorable man and that he must have had a good reason. Lady Macduff tells her son that his father has died because to them, he's dead to them. The son compares himself to a bird, saying that he will live on whatever he can get, like birds do. He would also make a pitiful bird, according to Lady Macduff, which was really funny. His son asks if his father is a traitor. She says yes. Then he asks what a traitor is, and she explains that it's a person that doesn't go through with promises. After that, all of a sudden, a messenger comes in and tells Lady Macduff that she needs to flee without explanation because she's in grave danger. And at first she shrugs it off and doesn't care, and then she reflects on it and says like, oh yeah, evil is everywhere, so maybe I should take his advice. But it's too late because a murderer comes in and asks where Mr. Macduff is. She says that I hope he's not anywhere so disputable that thugs like you can find him. And then the murderer says that he's a traitor and the son says that he's not, and then boom, stabbed, dead. The son dies. And that's not funny, I'm sorry, but he dies, and Lady Macduff runs off and also is killed by the murderers. So that's how Act 4 Scene 2 ends, and hope you enjoy it.
So in scene 3, Macduff and Malcolm are speaking outside of King Edward's palace, and Malcolm tells Macduff that he does not trust him since he left his family in Scotland and may be secretly working for Macbeth. And then to determine Macduff's loyalty, Malcolm decides to test him and tell him that he's lustful, greedy, and violent. And Macduff agrees that he's not fit to be the future king of Scotland, and this makes him pass the test, Malcolm's test. And then Malcolm retracts the lie and says that it was just like a test. And then a doctor briefly appears and mentions that a crew of wretched souls waits for King Edward so they may be cured. And then when the doctor leaves, Malcolm tells Macduff that King Edward has a miraculous power to cure disease. So after this, Ross enters, and he's just arrived from Scotland, and Macduff asks him if his wife and family are okay. And at first Ross says yes, but then he breaks down and admits that Macbeth killed them. And Malcolm advises Macduff to turn his grief into anger and inflict revenge upon Macbeth.
Double, double, toil and trouble, first burn and cauldron bubble. We'll boil newt's eye, frog's tongue, fur of bat, and lizard legs. Double, double, toil and trouble, first burn and cauldron bubble. By the tickling in my thumb, I can tell something wicked this way comes. Doors open.
What you doing, baby? Tell me what I want to know.
Speak. Demand. Will answer.
He can read your thoughts. Listen and don't speak or touch.
Beware Macduff. He might stab you in the back.
Someone will stab you in the back.
Nobody born from a woman can harm you. Macbeth will never be defeated until Birnam Wood marches to fight you at Dunsinane Hill.
That will never happen. I will always be king. But like, is Banquo children gonna be kings or?
Don't try to find out more.
I demand to be pleased.
Show us our future kings.
I don't want to see anymore. This is a horrible sight.
Come, sisters. Let's cheer him up and show him our talents.
Oh, damn it, these witches.
Beware, Macduff has fled to England.
What? I'm gonna have Lady Macduff and his son killed.
Mom, where's Daddy?
I can't believe he fled. He left us here unprotected. He's so selfish.
Lady Macduff, harm is coming your way. You must leave immediately.
But I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just a messenger.
Where's your husband?
Somewhere you cannot find.
He's a traitor.
Liar! Scotland's sinking under Macbeth's oppression, the English have promised me thousands of troops to overthrow him.
Even in hell, you couldn't find someone worse than Macbeth.
Yes, but I still think he might be a better king than I would.
Don't be afraid to take the crown that belongs to you. Hi Ross, how's everything in Scotland?
It's not the land we were born in. It's where we go to die.
What's the most recent news?
How's my wife and children?
They're fine.
Hasn't Macbeth attacked them?
Not when I left.
Come on, dude. Cut to the chase. Stop lying. I know you're bluffing.
Hey, okay, don't hate me for it, but your castle was attacked and your family was slaughtered.
Don't keep it in. Express your grief. And then let's cure it by getting revenge on Macbeth.
Bring me face to face with Macbeth, within reach to avenge my family.
Now we're talking. Let's go see King Edward. The army is ready so we can get this war started.
Beware of Macduff. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
Never Macbeth.
You know what I mean. Yummy!
Express your grief.
Go!
So tienes una línea ahora.
Oh, shit.
Bring me face to face with Macbeth, within reach to avenge.
Pull it down.
Louder.
Bring me face to face with Macbeth, within reach to avenge my family.
I'm off.
No, you're not.
Action.
Sisters. Nope.
Mira a ver ahora, Elena.
Hi Ross.
Después tú haces y después tú.
Scotland's sinking under Macbeth's oppression. The English have promised me thousands of troops to overthrow him. Espérate, mire.
Ana, en serio, ya nos queremos ir.
Hi Ross, what's up?
How's Scotland?
Hi.
What's up, bro?